Hey everyone, I'm here in downtown Leadville, Colorado, and you might be wondering what I'm doing out of the wilderness and in civilization. So like I was saying in the first episode, how am I walking 480 miles and I'm not living off the land, I'm eating food that I send ahead to myself. So I just wanted to talk about how these through hiking logistics work and how I'm getting food and staying clean and stuff on the trail. Um, so that 480 miles, when you're planning these trips out, you have to break that down into different segments, and then those segments are basically the towns that I send food to. I like to send food ahead to myself. You can also just buy food along the way. I mean, there's a grocery store here in Leadville, and I could buy food there if I wanted to. But like I said, I'm kind of particular about my diet, and I prepare a lot of food ahead of time. So you have to break this trail down into segments, and maximum I like to carry about 5 days worth of food. And hiking 15 miles a day, that's kind of like 75 miles. So I tried to break it down into 75-mile segments. It doesn't work out to that exactly. Shorter is always better, because carrying less than it's about 2 pounds of food per day is kind of the rule of thumb. It's probably a little bit less than that, but so the less, if I'm carrying a 3-day supply of food, it's going to be lighter. The 5-day supply of food can be a little bit heavy for the first couple of days. But so for example, Jefferson, Colorado was at about the 70-mile mark of the trail. So that was about 5 days worth of hiking for me. And then to get to these towns, most of the time I'm just hitchhiking. So the trail, it crosses roads occasionally, and that's where I just stick out my thumb and I hitchhike into town. And that was something I was really apprehensive about at first. I've become way more comfortable with that over time. And especially when you're out here in these mountain towns, I mean, people generally know what you're doing when they see a hitchhiker at these popular trailheads where they know that the Colorado Trail goes through. So the people picking me up are usually outdoor people. The couple that drove me here this morning were one of them had hiked 30 14ers. So they're even more accomplished than I am, and so they know what's going on. And I generally only have to wait 15 or 20 minutes to get a ride. The longest I've had to wait over an hour before, but I've always gotten a ride eventually. Certain towns like Breckenridge, for example, there's actually a free bus system. So the trail goes right through Breckenridge, and I actually just took the bus. It's literally where the trail crosses the highway. There's a bus stop right there, and it's free. So I just hopped on the bus, took the bus to Breckenridge, uploaded a couple of these videos and got some food, and then got back on the bus and got back on the trail. So that's generally how it goes. So I'm just walking for, anywhere between 3 to 5 days usually. And then certain towns are actually right on the trail. So the next town I'm getting to after Leadville is going to be Twin Lakes, and I literally just walk to the town from the trail. So that's nice. That's kind of how that goes. So again, I'm not living off the land. I'm hitchhiking into towns, and then in Leadville, I'm staying here tonight, and I'm doing laundry and taking a shower. I'm staying in a hostel, which is nice because they cater to through hikers, and they provide kind of these specialty services that only through hikers need. For example, I only have one pair of clothes with me, and so when I do laundry, I want to ideally be putting all of my clothes in the laundry, and then it's like, well, what am I going to wear while I'm doing laundry? So these hostels actually have what are called town clothes, and they basically just have a big bin of like donated clothing that you wear while you put your clothes in the laundry. So that's really cool. And then there's other hikers staying at the hostel, so sometimes it's nice. I enjoy hanging out with people in the towns. When I'm on the trail, I kind of like to do my own thing, but it's fun to go out and get food with people whenever that works out. So that will be a fun experience. And then the other stuff I like to do in towns is basically eat a lot of food, use the internet, and recharge my electronic devices. That's kind of it. It is nice feeling clean and stuff, but I will say that I enjoy the routine of being on the trail. It's a very simple lifestyle, and I have a very predictable routine every day. I'm eating basically the same food at the same time every single day. So everything becomes very regular, and then when I come into the town, it's kind of, my life becomes a little bit more chaotic. It's like I have to get to the post office by a certain time, and there's just a lot more variables, and it kind of throws off my rhythm. I end up staying up later than I do on the trail, and so there's good and bad. I really enjoy the peace and quiet of the hiking, and the towns, I would say I go a maximum of 5 or 6 days before I'm just like, I need a shower, I need laundry. What I have been doing is just jumping in a stream every day with my clothes on. And then that's basically kind of like a backcountry shower slash laundry at the same time. And I just do that at a time when it's really sunny and warm out, which it does still get pretty warm, even though I'm pretty high up here. Leadville is at around 10,000 feet, which is really high. So that's how I stay clean in the backcountry. I try to do that at least once per day, or else I start feeling pretty gross. So that's kind of it. So I sent food here to myself. What I do normally is post offices. I didn't know this till I started through hiking, but there's this general delivery service, and you can mail yourself a letter or package to any post office. You just address it to yourself and then write general delivery and the address of the post office, and they will hold a package for you for 30 days for free. So tomorrow is a Monday, so that's the inconvenient thing. If I get here on the weekend, then the post office isn't open, but so I have to wait till tomorrow. The other thing that is helpful is certain businesses are hiker friendly and they will accept packages for you. So sometimes there's like a motel or a hostel that you can send your package to, and then they're open every day of the week, so they're really convenient. There's also these trail angels who are just people who like to help out hikers, and sometimes they will accept packages at their house. And sometimes the trail angels will provide rides to and from the trailhead. They usually charge like $10 or $20 or something. That's the other nice thing about staying in the hostel is you meet other hikers, and everyone's going back to the trail, so it's easy to get a ride back to the trail. So I guess that's kind of it. I always look forward to the trails and getting to the town in my head, and then once I'm here, I kind of want to get back to the peace and quiet of the trail, but it's good to stop occasionally. It's great to just kind of walk around, feel the vibe of these nice little mountain towns, and get some food. The prices are expensive here, but so anyway, that's how I do this thing. And then so it's just walking in the wilderness, and then these breaks in between where I do go back to civilization and either buy food or pick up food that I send to myself. And speaking of the internet, I just checked the YouTube and everything, and thank you so much to everyone who is watching and writing comments. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate all the comments that people are writing, and I already got a great tip about my foam sleeping pad from someone just by asking the question, so thank you for that tip. I probably am going to get an inflatable foam pad because of what somebody recommended. And thank you to David for writing on the subreddit. We have this subreddit. If you want to write a comment, it's a little bit more interactive than YouTube, and especially if you're listening on the podcast, it's just a central place where you can write a comment and provide me some feedback, which I love, and I really welcome that. I've kind of gotten out most of the big ideas that I want to. I have some more ideas that I'm going to talk about when I get back on the trail. I want to talk more about this chronic stress and anxiety and how I am trying to counteract that during my time on the trail. But let me know what you find interesting, and let me know your ideas about stuff. And I'd love for you to influence the direction of this video blog and what I talk about. So keep the comments coming. And then finally, it might be a little bit before I can upload videos again, because I'm going to be in Salida, but that's over a week from now. And between Leadville and Salida is only the Twin Lakes General Store. And apparently they have Wi-Fi, but I don't know if that's actually true. And if they do, I don't know how fast it is. And I really need Wi-Fi to upload these large video files. So I might have a week or more before I can upload again, but don't worry, I'll be out there hiking. My plans for this week are to hike up Mount Massive, which is a 14er. So I'm going to record that. And so yeah, so if you don't hear from me for a while, I'm out in the backcountry having a good time, and within the next couple weeks I'll have more videos for you. So take care, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later.